time dilation is the most fascinating thing ever.
Subjective, but okay.
Okay, let me try and persuade you.
Tell me more.
So, space is really big. So let's just start with this one. Like, time dilation is basically the idea that the faster you get to the speed of light, the slower time goes down for the observer.
Okay.
So if I'm traveling really fast, time continues normally for me. Like, my experience of time is the same as it's always been. But if you're here on Earth and I'm up there flying around really, really fast, you think that I'm going like this because time is going slower the closer you get to the speed of light. E equals mc squared.
E equals mc squared.
If you want to sound smart. Anyway, space is really big. The closest star is 4.37 light years away. So if you set off now, traveling at the speed of light, which is the fastest anything could possibly travel, it would take you 4.37 light years to get there. But sadly, we can't travel at the speed of light.
Oh, we can't.
But we can. Well, we could travel at...
Very close.
Very close.
Very close.
And that's the really important thing. Theoretically, we can travel just shy of the speed of light. So you could go to like 9.9999999 recurring, whatever. So just, right up to that speed. And you think like, okay, so how do you travel that fast? It's not, you don't need a ton of like power you do need a ton of power, just like relatively.
Yeah.
But you just need constant acceleration. There's no resistance in space.
Exactly,
so if you accelerated something,
nothing's going to slow you down.
If your car was in space and just kept accelerating, nothing would slow it down. It would just take a really, really long time to get close to the speed of light.
It would take me forever.
But there's no resistance, so that speed would just keep on building. But anyway, it's still going to take you years to get there. From the perspective of someone on Earth. But if you're on the spaceship and you're traveling close to the speed of light, it doesn't, it can take you way, way less than 4.37 light years, which is crazy. So imagine you left on a ship, right? Mm-hmm. And it travels at 99% the speed of light.
Okay.
Or like 9.99999. How soon until you get like 4.37 light years, right? Basically, maybe a little bit longer because we're not quite at the speed of light. Except because of time dilation, it takes way shorter from your perspective. I'm on Earth. And I'm like, it took you 4.37 light years to get there.
Got it, because
you haven't aged and you haven't experienced 4.37 light years because you're going so fast.
Yeah, okay.
So you want to know how long it would take? Like,
hang on. I need to get my head around this. All right. So, light years are measured. How far light can travel within a year?
Yeah.
Okay. So surely, light being the fastest thing in the world ever, in the universe, surely a light year is exactly how far light travels in a year.
Absolutely.
So how is it possible that it won't? So if something is statically 4.7 light years away, how is that possible that when you're going to it at the speed of light, it will not take you 4.7 light years?
It does take you 4.37 light years. Your perspective of it is not 4.37 years.
Got it. Would it be like, what?
Okay. So this is where it gets fun. So open up that link right there.
Okay. This one here, the calculation one.
Yeah. So if we open that up, basically this is a time dilation calculator. Mm-hmm. Have you seen the movie Interstellar?
Yeah.
So
trippy film.
An example of time dilation is this is going to get confusing. We'll talk about that later. So let's just assume, right, that we're going to travel at 99.9% the speed of light. Okay. 99.9. And so your percentage of the usual value is 4.47. So if you're traveling at 99.9 times the speed of light, for every 100 seconds that pass on Earth, you only feel 4 seconds go past.
Okay.
Which is cool. I'd run some calculations ahead of time because, seconds is not super useful, and that's what this calculator has. If you travel at 99% the speed of light and travel 4.37 light years, it's only 7 months for you.
Okay.
So you'd get there in 7 months. Of course, I'm at home on Earth, and it took you 4.37 years, Sam, but you're only 7 months older. You've only experienced 7 months on your ship. Oh. But you can go really close to the speed of light, right? And then the closer you get, it gets really, really slow. If you're traveling at 99.9999% the speed of light, you get there in a weekend.
Nice.
So 4.3,
nice, you could go there. Trip.
You could go there, spend a couple of days there, and come back, and it would take you 6 days. You'd get 6 days older.
It's the future, Simon.
You get 6 days older. Well, it would be the future, because I'd be here and it'd be like, Sam, you've been gone 9 years, but you've only been gone 6 days.
I just went away for the weekend.
It's pretty cool, right?
It is pretty cool. Yeah.
So the thing is, go on. You got a question?
No. I'm trying to kind of get it together in my head, because this is quite a lot of quantum sort of level mathematics.
I know it's relativity. Quantum came later. I think I'm really not an expert. I just did a bunch of reading for this episode, but it's pretty cool. Interesting. Let's get a little bit more complicated. In physics, mass and acceleration, strangely, kind of the same thing. So like the weight of something, not the weight of something, but the mass of something is the same as acceleration in a way, which is super weird. Don't worry about that too much. What this basically means is if you're near a massive object, so we previously talked about pulsars, also black holes, neutron stars, not pulsars.
Neutron stars.
Like black holes, better example. If you're near a black hole, it's absolutely massive. Time is going to go slower.
Yep. Okay.
So like when we got close to the speed of light, time goes slower. When we stand next to something massive, time also goes slower. So you think about Interstellar, right?
Okay.
Do you remember the scene where they go down to that planet with the huge waves?
Yes.
That was near a black hole.
Okay.
Do you remember how McConaughey's character goes down and then he's like doing this thing on this planet for like an hour and he comes back up and his kids are now adults?
Yeah.
Because he was near a black hole. Time has gone slower for him. Your outside observer, time has gone completely at the normal speed.
Jeez.
Which is crazy, right?
That is mad, yeah.
There's an great episode of a TV show called Stargate SG-1 where they travel around the galaxy going through wormholes and they open a worm. Do you know the show?
I know the show, yeah.
They open a wormhole to another planet and there's a black hole in the sky, and basically the people who go through, they're just screwed because time's going slower for them and they can't get the machine to work to take them back. But bigger problem, the mass of the black hole is also traveling through the wormhole back to Earth, so it's slowing time down around the wormhole machine back on Earth, and it's super intense, and I love all this stuff. It's super interesting. Or in the Star Trek movie from 2009 where they rebooted it and they break free of a black hole, and then it's like, yay, we broke free of the black hole. But the problem is, like, if you know, this was real physics, thousands of years would have passed. It'd be like, great news, Captain. We've broken free of the black hole. But we're really far in the future, and everyone we know is dead, and the whole reason we were in the black hole in the first place is just pointless.
I suppose that's the biggest false sort of the most unrealistic thing in Star Wars is that everyone flies around through galaxies, through different light years and everything like that, and then they go and meet on a different planet and they go, all right, we'll be there then. Can you imagine the calculation of figuring out your exact meeting point on a planet that's on the other side of a distant galaxy far away?
I've never seen Star Wars.
What?
Well, I've seen I saw one when I was a kid.
You've not seen the original 3?
No, I've seen one of them. It's really boring.
Fantastic movies.
No, I disagree. But everyone loves them, so I'm in the minority,
there
obviously.
You go. There you go.
I just didn't like it. It's a bit boring. I don't like fantasy. That's the thing. Anyway, that is time dilation. And I think it's pretty interesting.